Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be. It's Polly Hart once again coming to you from my office. uh, Listen, we have a great opportunity. It is September here at the Unexpected Cosmology, and our fearless leader is boldly going where no man has gone before. Literally, like, look around the world. Can you see any place else that's doing these things like he is? No, not really. People come, people go, people remain, people decide to pop in and say hello and then leave. I have lots of friends who in real life that have come and hung out here and go away, and that's okay. I love them, and it doesn't really matter. What matters is that the seed is being sown. All right? So the seed goes by the wayside. The seed goes among thorns. The seed goes in the rocky ground. And sometimes the seed goes on good soil, and that seed remains. And it turns into fruit. Wow. Psalms chapter 1 says, "Blessed is the man that walks," what? Three things. Walks not in the counsel of the ungodly, or stands in the way of sinners, nor sits in the seat of the scoffers. But his delight, what? The one thing he is doing is his delight's in the law of the Lord, and his law does he meditate day and night. That's two things. So his joy and his whole of his meditation is in the law of the Lord. And that's what we here at the Unexpected Cosmology are really doing, is we want you guys to find joy and to find meditation, to chew. The word is mastication. A cow chews its cud over and over for four stomachs. That's some chewing. That's some hardcore chewing. So we love to chew on the word. We are collecting tools. We're collecting people. We're collecting good chewers. So come be a chewer of the word with us. Come meditate and masticate on his word. We are involved. Hey, exciting things. The Unexpected Cosmology is having a Passover retreat event, and that's coming up in March, and that's going to be quicker than you think. Hebrew Match. Let's put people together who love Yahuwah and who love each other, because what greater mission is there? That's what good old Valentine said. It was against the law for people to get married and then go to war, so he would go marry off the young soldiers so they could get so their wives and their new wives could get health insurance benefits from their death. Oh, that's nice. That's against the law. Let's do that anyway, he said. So these guys love each other. They are living together. They're not married. Let's get them married, right? So Hebrew Match is a godsend, and I mean that in every way, every good way. So those two things. Also last night, I don't know if you were here or not, but Noel did one of those old school call in to the show type of events, and that was interesting and fun, and I loved it. I was only catch like the last 30 minutes, but God is so good. He's so wonderful. Yahuwah, the ever living, the ever loving, the ever seeing, the all knowing. He's omniscient, right? Omniscience. That's all science. He is all things that are knowledgeable. Wisdom cries a lot in the streets. Proverbs 8. So he knows what's going on even before it happens. He's the author and finisher of our faith, right? He is mine of yours. He told Jeremiah, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. So he created us and he formed us. So he knows what's going on in our lives. He knows what's going on in the ministry, and he knows what's going on in our lives, and he knows what's going on in Noel's life, in Sarah's life, and his children's lives. So Noel is stepping out in faith, and he's doing this wonderful thing. I don't know if you've heard his testimony about Fred the angel, or Fred the unknown person, arriving in the middle of the woods where he'd seen 6 other people, maybe, jogging in pairs, and then this one guy on his phone. And the connected miracle of Rebecca, our own Rebecca Gould, uploading the video from Noel's publication that happened, and she says it takes like all night to download, and this uploaded in like 7 minutes. Amazing. And this man in the middle of the woods is watching Noel Hadley on YouTube. As Noel and Sarah walk by, the man says, "Noel Hadley?" And Noel's like, "Uh-oh, is this man here to kill me?" But how random is that? What a miraculous God we serve. And so if he can do something that weird and that awkward and that obtuse just to tell Noel, hey, you're on the right path, then can't he do the same for us? So here is me, if you haven't heard him yet today, here's me telling you that he loves you and you are called according to a purpose. Psalms 1. We know that we will be fruit. We will give fruit. We will be fruit. We will give fruit. We will be fruit that turns into a seed. The seed turns into more fruit. Any fool can count the seeds in an apple, but only God can count the apples in a seed. So, I'm going to post below the link to go give to the Unexpected Cosmology. And give, and it shall be given unto you, pressed down, shaken together, running over. Woman, give unto your bosom. From the same manner you give, it will be given back to you. So we're not here to make sure that the church has a new steeple, and that the parking lot's paid for, and that Brother Noel's new Cadillac can be not repossessed this month. We are here to serve, right? So, He's given us a heart of flesh. He's taken out our heart of stone. He's given us the words to say. So let's go out and be a blessing. Let's go do the things He's called us to do. And in the meantime, let's give. Because it's better to give than receive. And as Yeshua said, he who lives by the sword dies by the sword. So I want to live by love so I can die a happy, loving death. I know that's a weird way to look at it, but that's how I have to. Anyway, have a good one. This is Polyheart signing off. Bye-bye.